Beyonce is the top earning woman in music. She makes around $105 million, or at least she did last year. So along with all those riches, fame also brings bizarre allegations, like the lady who went to court accusing Beyonce of practicing extreme witchcraft.
Bewitching Beyonce. Did Queen Bee practice witchcraft on one of her musicians? In this Daily Mail TV exclusive, the drummer who claims she was put under Beyonce's spell is now speaking out.
The fact that people keep saying I'm crazy, hell, the situations I had to deal with and survive are crazy. She's not been able to let me go. She's not been able to let me progress. She's just been a savage.
Beyonce, the queen of pop, is facing a shocking accusation from an ex-drummer who claims that she is engaged in some dark magic and extreme witchcraft. Well, this is a story that has the potential to shake the very foundation of the Carter Empire. Will the truth finally come out, or will Beyonce be able to keep her dark magic hidden? Let's explore the shocking allegations and uncover the truth together.
Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances, harassing her. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge harassment campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th.
There's no shortage of people who consider Beyonce to be absolutely spellbinding, but this time, one of them took that opinion to a whole new level. Kimberly Thompson, a former drummer for the singer, accused the Formation star of witchcraft and sexually manipulating people by jumping into other bodies. Not only that, Kimberly's list of complaints in the court documents include the loss of many jobs, theft of homes, and magic spells on my lovers. She even blames Beyonce for numerous broken relationships. Oh, and let us not forget that Kimberly also accused Beyonce for the murder of her pet kitten. As far as why Kimberly thinks Beyonce would want to harm her, she didn't make that clear. In fact, she didn't list a motive at all in her claims. Starting from her first allegation, Kimberly alleged that Beyonce refused to let her move on professionally and has been basically doing anything and everything to damage any type of happiness that she could have.
She's not been able to let me go. She's not been able to let me progress into a mature woman and work with other people, build other great entities and statues and trophies that develop in the arts world and music. She's just been a savage.
Well, calling Beyonce a savage for not leaving Kimberly alone shows how tormented she was feeling from the whole fiasco. She's not been able to let me go. She's not been able to let me progress into a mature woman and work with other people, said Kimberly. Well, she's determined on her claim that Beyonce cast a spell on her.
This person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships, just all kinds of things.
Not only that, it also appears that things took a turn for the worse when Beyonce allegedly started paying people to not hire Kimberly. According to Kimberly, she has faced unwarranted insults, to which she believes that Beyonce is the root cause of it all. She further allegedly claims that Beyonce did this to her all because she was jealous of her.
She comes and pays people to fire me and insult me, and it's just been disastrous. I think there's a huge amount of jealousy there that she hasn't discussed with me.
If you guys remember, Kimberly was part of Beyonce's all-girl backing band, but claimed that her breaking point came when two psychics told her Beyonce had cast a spell on Kimberly's kitten, who had been regularly attacking her.
It will be a year that I got the cat and the cat died, like today. Beautiful kitten. She's 3 months old. She was abused, and I went and picked her up. She was beautiful. And we had a good time for a moment, and then like a lot of weird stuff started happening.
She further goes on to say, I was getting abused. Every time I came home from work to rest, I was just being abused to the point where I'm still healing from a scratch on my rib cage. It drew blood. It was awful. She further told Daily Mail TV, it was so manic and gnarly that I ended up calling two psychics. I got the word from the first psychic and I didn't want to believe it.
The cat started doing weird magical stuff. Like I'm telling the person, the nurse, like, hey, I don't want this kitty. Please take it back. It's being weird.
Kimberly confirmed her doubts about the kitten being affected by the magic spell and said, "So I called later to get confirmation to make sure because I didn't want to believe it. They were like, the cat had a spell on it. I said, what about Beyonce? And they were like, yes, Beyonce put a spell on the cat and you need to get rid of it right away. Otherwise, you'll be in really, really huge trouble."
They were like, the cat has a spell on it. And I said, well, what about this person, you know, that we are discussing at this time? They're like, yes, this person put the spell on the cat and you need to get rid of it, you know, like right away.
But things didn't end here, as Kimberly also claimed that Beyonce used witchcraft that allowed her to be manipulated sexually, alleging that the Formation star did this by jumping into other bodies to watch her be intimate with partners. Kimberly also added, "This has been going on for a very long time, so it's taken God's strength to really make me get up and stand up for myself, starting with the restraining order. I don't want anything to do with this person at all." She's also claimed, "This has been a complete nightmare. I've been absolutely brutally abused by her, trying to control everything I'm doing." Shortly after the accusations, the drummer filed paperwork seeking a restraining order against Beyonce, believing that Beyonce was taping and listening in on her phone calls, as well as had access to and was controlling her finances. Unfortunately for Kimberly, a judge denied her request for a temporary restraining order, writing that evidence in support of allegations is insufficient. Since the court documents have emerged, Kimberly told Hollywood Life exclusively that she's very disappointed at the exploitation of whoever released my private documents from the courthouse to the blast. She continued, "I've received several abusive messages and hateful threats from her fans on top of the abuse that I'm currently trying to heal from her and others she worked with to harm me." And if you're curious how Beyonce takes this news about her being involved in witchcraft, then let us tell you that she isn't even aware of the whole bizarre theory that has taken the whole internet by storm, as she is on a tour with Jay-Z for her concerts.
Has Beyonce responded at all to these?
Jesse, Beyonce's a little busy. She's on tour with Jay-Z. They're finishing up in LA, so they have not responded.
But fans sure came up with her comments, believing that Beyonce might be involved in some dark magic, as she's allegedly a witch. One of the users tweeted, "Beyonce is supposedly a witch." Another added, "Beyonce is a satanic witch who worships Satan. She is far from God, otherwise she wouldn't be famous." Even Perez Hilton talked about this bizarre list of allegations on Beyonce, but kept the detailed comment to himself. Still, he goes on to say, "I don't want to say anything that could potentially cause pain to someone who's already in pain." Now, we don't know if he's taking sides with Kimberly or Beyonce.
Beyonce's former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, played in B's band for 7 years. That's a long time. And now she's making some wild accusations of dark magic and molestation. I'll say that it'll be up to the authorities to determine if that is true or not.
Well, Perez did give quite a vague answer here, but people who are good at cracking codes already got the meaning behind his words. However, it's not the first time Beyonce's name is getting involved in some shady practices, because rumors have it that Beyonce is a queen of a secret and powerful organization, the Illuminati. But Beyonce is not alone in this whole Illuminati world, because Jay-Z is also a rumored member of the Illuminati. Many conspiracies surface that claim they both are secretly ushering a revolution, a new world order, brainwashing the public through music videos and dance routines. For several years, Jay-Z has made a hand signal that forms a triangle during his performances. This is supposedly meant to represent a diamond and has become synonymous with Jay-Z and his record label. Occasionally, Beyonce also could be seen flashing the hand signal, likely in support of her husband. But the triangle shape is somehow associated with the Eye of Providence. They said the eye is connected to a wide range of belief systems, including the Freemasons and Illuminati. Thus, conspiracy theorists believe that their iconic hand signals are secretly signaling their devotion to the Illuminati. Fans are also calling out Jay-Z and Beyonce for selling their soul to the devil. Beyonce is a witch, and a majority of elites such as Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Oprah, etc. sell their soul to the devil and worship Satan. Not only that, Kanye West, who is known for his unpopular opinions, has come forward with some allegations that are more serious than ever because he accused Jay-Z and Beyonce of carrying out sacrifices in Hollywood.
Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. This truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even if they did figure out a way, they can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Well, Kanye West has always been known for his bold and often controversial statements, but his latest claims are truly taking it to a whole new level. He hinted at the idea that many celebrities are involved in some pretty dark and disturbing practices, specifically human sacrifices. Of course, he didn't come right out and say it, but the implications are clear. For those who may have missed the meaning behind his cryptic statements, let's break it down. Kanye seems to be suggesting that there's a group of people in Hollywood who are participating in these heinous acts, and they're controlled by the infamous Illuminati organization. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Kanye also claimed that he couldn't be controlled by these people because he hasn't committed any murders himself. He then went on to list some names of people who could be controlled, leading us to believe that there are individuals who are a part of the Illuminati and have taken innocent lives. Looks like things are not as simple as people have assumed. Well, some of the fans who also came forward to support Kanye's claims and believed every word he said. One of them tweeted, "I believe Ye." Another added, "He is 100% correct." However, one of the Twitter users also claims that they always felt an evil vibe from Jay-Z and Beyonce. "I've always felt an absolute repulsion towards them, especially Beyonce. I cringe every time I see her like I'm seeing candy-coated excrement. Something about her gets my hackles up in my gut, and I feel a wrongness about them, definitely not of God." That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.